Thank you so much. Good afternoon and welcome to the Salute to Seniors. We are so glad to be here with you. We're the After Midnight Trio. They only brought us on the light version tonight instead of the full sextet. We normally play like a Benny Goodman sextet with vibraphone, a piano player, and a drummer. The drummers, other three instruments, are not here today, but we're going to have a great time playing some old swing music, a little bit of jazz for you, and I hope you just sit back, relax, have a good time. There's plenty of seating available, so we'll try to get everybody in.
There's room right over here.
Just a few seats. And of course we have a teeny tiny dance floor right in front of the bandstand, but that's all right, so make yourselves at home with that. We're going to do some Benny Goodman, a little bit of maybe some Artie Shaw, some Glenn Miller, stuff that came well before I was born, but that's okay. We're going to have a good time anyway. This music is priceless and timeless. So, well, let's do one now by Louis. Who is this? This was Louis Jordan. Louis Jordan did this.
Louis
Jordan. Choo Choo Boogie.
A one, a two, a one, two, I'm heading for the station with a pack on my back. Tired of transportation in the back of the hack. Love to hear the rhythm of the clickety-clack. Hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack. Pal around with democratic fellas named Mac. So take me right back to the track. Jack, choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Whoa, whoa, choo-boogie. Choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Take me right back to the track. Jack, you wake up in the morning feeling as sharp as a tack. You open up a sack and then you gobble a snack. Smoke a cigarette you didn't get from a pack, while taking off your shoes so you can empty the slack. There's nothing you can do about the dough that you lack, but beat it right back to the track. Jack, choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Whoa, whoa, choo-boogie. Choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Take me right back to the track. Jack, you reach your destination but alas on the lack. You need some compensation to get back on the black. You take the morning paper from the top of the stack. Read the situation from the front to the back. The only job that's open takes a man with a knack. So put it right back in the rack. Jack, choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Whoa, whoa, choo-boogie. Choo-choo, choo-choo, boogie. Put it right back in the rack. Jack. railroad track. Live the life of Riley in a beaten down shack. When I hear the whistle, I can peep through the crack. Watch the train a-rolling while they're balling the jack. I love to hear the rhythm of the clickety-clack. So take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, whoa, 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 choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Take me right back to the track, Jack. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was what they call a boogie woogie. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with jazz and how this style of music works, there's very little that's actually written on these sheets of music that's in front of us. We do mostly improvising, and every time we play a song, it's completely different. So we're always trying to figure out what each other's going to do, and we hope that we end together, right, gentlemen? So this is a very improvisational endeavor up here, and we just had a blast doing it. We have been around for almost 25 years now as a band. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's quite an accomplishment for a band.
I feel tired.
A band to stay together that long is pretty difficult these days, and so we are so happy to be working and still playing live music for people. We are so glad this year to be in person. I don't know if you've seen us the last couple of years online. We did the Zoom sessions for the Salute to Seniors, and I had a good time with that, but it's so much better in person. I always say that live music is priceless. So.
Should be live.
But I will say that the reason you're seeing a couple cameras up here today is they are going to rebroadcast this tomorrow on Zoom. So if you didn't have enough of us, check us out there. For those of you who couldn't make it here today for whatever physical reason or scheduling reason, we will be on the Zoom session. They continue sessions tomorrow all on Zoom, and you can find out details about that on your way out this afternoon. All right, let's do a little bit of a Latin beat, shall we? This is one that Alberto Dominguez wrote many years ago, but Artie Shaw made famous. It's called Frenesy. much. You know, that music comes from way back when. This actually used to be America's most popular music back in the day. And dance bands traveled all over the country playing, you know, dance halls, concert halls, you name it. In fact, Artie Shaw, who made that song famous, used to be on the cover of Time magazine as Man of the Year back in 1943 or so, I think it was. And he used to make $60,000 per week in 1943. That is crazy, isn't it? He sold millions of records, and he actually retired from the music business in about 1955. Never played another note and just passed away in 2003. And he just got fed up with the music business, actually. He said, I can't play perfectly, so why bother? So what a shame. We really missed about half of his life as far as playing goes. But what an inspiration. We're going to do now one that was made famous by the Andrews Sisters. You guys remember the Andrews Sisters, right? They were a famous singing trio. And this is a song that they made #1 back, I think this was about 1935 or 36 or so. Benny Goodman also played it. Many bands played it. I think you'll recognize this.
Of all the girls I've known, and I've known some, until I first met you I was lonesome. When you came in sight, my heart grew light, and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And I've racked my brain hoping to explain the things that you do to me. Please let me explain. My mere Miss Duchesne means that you're grand. My mere Miss Duchesne, once again you gotta let me please explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me say just how proud you are. I've tried to explain my mere Miss Duchesne, so kiss me, say you'll understand. Your plan. once again you gotta let me please explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say Bella, Bella, even say Wunderbar. Each language only helps me say just how proud you are. I tried to explain my mere Douche. So kiss me, say you'll understand. You'll understand. You'll understand.
Thank you very much. Of course, by Mirabis Duchesne. Well, has anybody heard of Nat King Cole?
I have.
Hey, I like this audience. You're right up my style. You know, I say that to a much younger crowd, and they have no idea what I'm talking about. Nathaniel Adams Coles was his full name, and he was born in Montgomery, Alabama, just like somebody on this stage. Mike McCullough's from Montgomery, Alabama. But you were born a few years later, I'm afraid.
Quite a lot later.
But Nat King Cole, he played a trio just like this one, except that it was totally different instruments.
Except it was completely different.
But it was said, you know, his trio was piano, bass, and guitar. He said when on the first gig, he called the drummer to come play the gig. The drummer forgot about it, didn't show up. And he decided he liked the sound so much, he never hired a drummer again. So, pretty amazing. But he sold so many albums in his time that they called the what is it, the Capitol Records building in Hollywood, California, they call it the building that Nat built, because he was one of their biggest all-time sellers. We'd like to do a song that Nat made famous back in the day, and it's a great old tune called It's Only a Paper Moon.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2,
They say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea. It wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. It's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me.
Yeah, how about Mike McCullough on those vocals? Brian Casey on the bass.
Roger Campbell.
And my name is Roger Campbell, playing the little clarinet for you today. Thank you. Well, how many of you have heard of the Beatles? Yeah, we don't play music by the Beatles.
But we could.
But we could. And oddly enough, they did play this next song. It wasn't one of their big hits, but they did. You will find this on one of their recordings. This is actually made famous. Who did this one originally? Do you remember?
I don't know about originally, but I know that Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
Really?
Yeah, they made some money on this one.
Okay.
They did.
Okay. We haven't made any money on this one. But that's okay. It's a cool tune. It's a little song called A Taste of Honey.
No money at all? Okay, I just checking. Winds may blow o'er the icy sea, I'll take with me the warmth of thee, a taste of honey, a taste much sweeter than wine. I'll leave behind my heart to wear, may it e'er remind you of a taste of honey, a taste much sweeter than wine. I will return, I'll return, I'll come back for the honey and you. Thank you. There's the money. Here.
Oh, there's the money for it. Yay! I love it. Taste song?
That's my girl right there.
That's awesome. For those of you watching online, we just got a tip handed on the stage.
That's a tip. That was our pay. It's like one for each of us. That's a good thing, man.
Yeah, I agree. Well, once again, we are the After Midnight Band. You can find us online at aftermidnightjazzband.com is our website. We also have a Facebook page, a Twitter page, Instagram, all that good stuff. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just ask a teenager. They'll be glad to help you. We do post things online quite a bit. We have an email list too. If you go out to our website, you can sign up for that, and we'll shoot you an email once a month with where we're going to be playing, what we're up to, what we're doing. You can also learn about all these fantastic musicians that I get to play with and work with, and see where we're going to be playing coming up. We've got a few events coming up that we would love to see you at. There is a night that they're calling Amore Italy coming up on June 10th. That's all the way up in Westminster, so if you made a long drive down here and you're from up that way, come up and see us. It's the Westminster Recreation Center. I think they call it West Winds or something like that. And it'll be a night of Carrabba's food and dancing, and our full band will be on that. We'll also be at the Cherry Creek Arts Festival over the 4th of July weekend. We'd love to see you there. A couple other concerts coming up, one in Loveland, one in Glenwood Springs, one in Littleton.
Durango.
And Durango, yes, we're playing in Durango. Woohoo! And then we'll be at the Evergreen Jazz Festival at the end of July, which is always a highlight of our summer. They bring in 10 bands from all over the country to beautiful Evergreen, Colorado, and we are one of the headliners for that event, so it's going to be a lot of fun this year. So check that all out on our website, aftermidnightjazzband.com. Just make sure you put the jazz band on the end of that, because if you go to aftermidnight.com, I can't guarantee what kind of adult entertainment you're going to get into. So definitely check that out. Get on our website, get on Facebook, and we would love to connect with you. We've got time for just maybe 2 more songs, and then we'll wrap things up for the afternoon. You've been a fantastic audience. It's been a pleasure to be here. We'll do this one and then one following, but this first one is one that the Benny Goodman sextet made famous many years ago, but it was recorded even before that by the Paul Whiteman Orchestra, by a number of different groups. In fact, this is the first song, for those of you who love little useless pieces of trivia that fill up my brain anyway, this is the first song ever recorded that sold 2 million copies. So well before Justin Bieber. This is called Whispering.
1, 2, 1, 2.
chanson qui nous ressemblait, toi qui m'aimais et je t'aimais, nous vivions tous ensemble, toi qui m'aimais, moi qui t'aimais, mais la vie séparée, saisissait tout doucement, sans faire de bruit, et la mer est passée, se laissant aller, les pas des amants désunis, les pas des amants désunis, les pas des amants désunis.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the great audience. Thank you, Vinny, for running sound today. Thank you all for coming out this afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you to the Salute to Seniors. Thank you to Lena and everybody who put this together this afternoon. Oh, thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Once again, after midnight, jazzband.com. Thanks, everybody.